Alright, time to do sound tests and all that shite. Let's see. Come on! Stupid son of a bitch. It would have been easier if it just did it on my computer instead of using my phone. Hello. Testing. Yeah. Sounds so good. Sounds so good. Get rid of that. And there we go. Get rid of that. So right now I am in this Valley of Eden. Valley. Town of Eden, and something's going on. Can't exactly remember what, but it was. I think someone's gone missing or someone's dying.
Father.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
I need to learn about Eden. Creation.
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage.
That's not Eden.
We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Yep, okay. The diversity of the people in the village.
Why share this village with the natives?
Very 2020.
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
Their relationship with
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest.
Hello.
So, we sent
But
the missionaries. There
two of them
are
at the same
still
time. Hey,
frequent
Blatchy.
conflicts with the
Hey,
village
Lord of the Dead.
a highly violent village
Deed,
of
sorry.
heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either.
By the way, we're on
Did they all
now.
leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
Yeah,
I must leave you.
I don't.
Goodbye.
I think I paid attention.
May
to
the
half of that.
enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Yeah. Where should we go next? I've got all these freaking, I don't know, objective points. That guy seems to be right there, so I'm gonna go try to head that way. I haven't seen any Inquisitors yet, so that should be good. Actually, speaking of Inquisitors, I think I just found them. That red flag.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Caravan?
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular
Fucking filthy
woman who
savages.
seemed to want us to be there. I don't remember her name, though.
Hey, you look like this guy. You brothers? Speak to her.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life of Saint Matthias on this island is doomed to failure. If these savages have stolen them, we will have to take them back.
You done
by
talking yet?
force, if necessary.
Couldn't have helped, but you could have said all that in like one line.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Yeah, ask her whom she's with. Ask her who was going. Ask her
I
who was
imagine
guarding-
someone was keeping watch over
Was
them.
it an inside
Of
job?
course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
And
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics.
Did you steal them?
Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
ask her to talk about.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings.
And is it?
And then I stayed.
Ask her how the name.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor
Aggressive?
of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village.
Well,
And there were
kinda
even
did.
more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
You just, it's funny because they just built over them. Didn't really destroy them.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Where is this?
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work.
Here we go.
Greetings.
Hey,
Desade.
asshole, I've got a few words.
I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
Ask him.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
I
Not
suspect
really.
Virgil.
What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Ask him about.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here. And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
What can you
I
tell me
didn't
about
ask the
that
first one.
night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Inside man.
Well, thank you. I will
Or a
investigate where the
mole
theft
dug
took
a
place.
tunnel under it
As you
and
wish.
fell right into the hole.
But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
think he's
I was not
talking
expecting a
about genocide.
theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
He has to light a fire. Ask him about his mission with the natives. Yeah.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish
That guy
pagan
who tried
cults
to burn me.
and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its
There's
members
their
side by side
flag
with the
right
missionaries.
there.
They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing
I guess
for
they call
us.
me the Omen.
I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Okay, what do I got left to do? Sit there. And investigate the room. Is it up here or is it? No, it's wrong. How do I get down? Get out of the way. Out of the way.
nice, eh?
Manawi. More health potions always good. No. My large sword's better. Speak to
Hello.
La.
I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Jeez, that guy's
Tell me about the
putting on
arrival
that
of the
accent.
people of Theleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Theleme.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we...
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things
You
they
just close
say
your
are
eyes in the
beautiful,
morning
and their magic is
like,
impressive.
Pretend you're memory.
But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
I can't remember
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They were our Donegad, but since...
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. We asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters.
You're wearing
but
that
men,
mask?
perhaps wiser than they are.
You look like a serial killer.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Ooh,
Either way,
conflict within the party.
the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Yes. And over here. Let's see. Was it down here on the bit? Find me some tablets. Where's that gopher hole? There it is. It's just the box. Now, hopefully my +1 to science, which is that little bag on my chest right there. Oh, there it is. Help me out on this one.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Come on! I want to do some science. I've got science on my back, on my chest here. Come on, science. I'm sick of this running around. Talk to there. Talk to him. Luckily, I know my way around now. See, they didn't destroy it. They built it on top of it. It's still there. Just gotta dig through all the freaking holy crap.
You have returned on Almana.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right,
Wonder if someone
but
just
you
went
may
native.
also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
Yep.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
Yep.
I have to go.
Like so
I actually
many
think
others.
he may actually be right on this one. But I don't think I'm getting duped on this yet. The red and golden sun. There she is. Tackle it!
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bertia Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
She doesn't have an accent.
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers
there it is.
made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Tell her that.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please,
Yeah, right.
do not hurt my son.
No, not promising a goddamn thing about that one. Let me see. Just out of curiosity. Is there a stealth? I don't think there's a stealth thing here. Oh yeah, must be thinking about lockpicking then. Firearms traps. Okay. Do not take the path on the left, that's true. Do not do that, guys. We'll go through here. Ugh. Pants. Ugh. I should probably explore it a bit more, but... Nope. Okay, we are gonna do this.
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Yeah, it just went right through their armor. Fuck yeah, good. A bit of action. Going real slow now? No, I'm gonna leave you. I don't actually think I get anything from it. Go that way. That way. We're gonna run right into the bats here. Can't go up there. Doesn't normally go up there in the first place. Oh, okay. This may not be a good run. Just gonna fucking run from it, because I don't actually think I can stand up against it. Swamp area. Right. Go here. And a campsite, which is good for this. Okay, I think I'm on the good part. See bats. There's that fucking white beast. Shouldn't have to deal with. I'm going the wrong way. Should we go? Should be a path there. I kind of missed it.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
Unless she lied. Now we're gonna find out. So this could be a trap, or if it isn't, then kill them. Get out. Let's go take the trees. How far into the tree line can I go? I'm stealthy with all this fucking metal. There they are. Hopefully if I do get caught, I can swim.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Should we go the way we came? Some way. I'm going back the way I came. Hopefully. I can press the right buttons. See the thing. I mean, why would they leave this open like as such? It was wide open. Why is it this easy? Come on, guys. No wonder the natives are getting their asses kicked. They let me literally just walk right around them. Up we go. Uh-oh. A trap?
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
Oh, cool. I thought that was an ambush. It's like, oh, this bitch just betrayed me. Let's get the freaking F out of here. Can I travel? I think I actually can. Actually, never tried to quick travel through the camp. But they'll probably still want vengeance for someone taking them and all that stuff.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft.
No, I'm not.
The culprit
anyone.
must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Oh, 50. This Dragon Age would be like 1,000. I didn't even get to level up. Ain't that a bitch? Missions that I do them what I want. Run this one. Yep. Go to the next villager. Would they teleport me? The block bombs. I don't think I need a teleport. Just in case I run into like things that can kill me. Because if multiple past playthroughs shown, I can die real easily if I'm not freaking smart. This one, I'm just gonna run. Yeah, we can protect you, but I'm fucking legging it. I'm the legget. I don't know if they're dead or are just asleep. Run right around there. Friendlies? Friendlies? You look like people from San Mateus. Hey, cool. White.
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Yeah, I got
Delighted
this
to
cool
see you again, Sister Ephesia.
Just talk to him.
Father Petrus. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
She's walking
Merely a
in that
courtesy
white
call.
clothing.
How might I help you?
Speak about the hair.
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit.
Oh,
There is a
yeah.
heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them.
Genuine or
They may speak to you.
hyperbolic.
Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps.
Damn,
although
I
it
want that
feels like
clothing.
months.
Want the whole-
I'm not
the white-
particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you.
That should be a campsite up there. Yeah. Is there anything I can steal in this camp? Not a thing. Let's go here. Let's do this camp area first. There's one more I've got to find. This area. Oh, I found them all. Ah, I'm on fire! Ah. Let me actually see. Ooh, a defined ring. Hold on. It is a better defined ring. Back to frickin' Desate. Can't really use any of that. There. Nothing there. Just quickly go through this. I might actually just store them and then break them down later. I'm gonna store them. Take them out later. Oh, I'm wearing that. Don't fucking. Those boots can definitely go. Scale. Made it through. Okay, I think I see what you mean by going to the void, so I'm just gonna try to avoid them. Well, not avoid them, but not get too close to where they would want to attack me. I mean no harm. I come in peace. And leave you in peace. Yeah, foe. I had some time and I'm gonna get some GreedFall in. So I didn't mean it for this to happen, but it looks like I'm just gonna do the whole playthrough and then load it all up into YouTube. Say what now? Tire. How big was the tire? And are you doing well? Jeez. Also, where'd the rest of the car go? Fucking, where the fuck how do you... It must have just fallen off or something. You didn't like damage your car or anything, like that's still alright. You know, you didn't fucking get major whiplash.
Ber Tirtumad, Onol Menawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this clan. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onol Menawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
This must be that green patch. I thought the Malachor was like the green little patch on my cheek. But it doesn't appear to be, so it seems to be something that some of the natives of this land have. Jesus Christ, bro. Playing a game. I didn't want to read a novel. Joking. I was able to hit the brakes and turn the tires in time. So just a little damage to the front bumper. I was able... Yep. Well, that's pretty good. Thankfully you didn't freaking, you know, damage your car too much. Because I know you kind of need it these days. But you drive like one of those freaking Jeep things, I believe. Oh, I bet. And was the road lit or was it a pitch black road? Let's care about their beliefs.
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect, all that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
Oh fuck, I like paid half attention to what she just said then. Hold on, let me
What can you tell me about your rituals?
just get there.
Ah, I have heard this question before. You sound like the Mind Shaker woman.
That's the
The
woman in
rituals are the
white.
business of the Donegada, not of the Renoigse. Anything more?
Speak about the Magicracy ambassador.
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
Come on, where's my charisma? Fucking put fucking points in the charisma, just be fucking not use it. Yeah, it's scary when something comes out of the dark. There's been a couple times where I've almost hit a rue in the middle of like a dark freaking road. The funny thing is that, you know, to try to stop the ruse, they've got like little lights on the side of the road, like they're like little black lights. You only just notice them barely, and so you mostly get distracted by them, and then all of a sudden, boom, see this fucking tail just go right by your car. Okay, they're not gonna attack me. Cool. I think someone's... I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it's a vacuum? Let's see. This guy looks like he'll talk to me.
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. I am the Donegad, yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But...
It is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo.
See, this is why we keep asking
own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
That is not what I...
It's this attitude is the reason why natives get fucking exterminated.
May your answers fill your day with bounty.
So you can't just like, hey... Alright, that's a lot of people I got a question. So, this is gonna be long and tedious. I guess it's already been that way. There's no combat.
Can't you leave us alone?
No, I can't.
Leave me be. Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace.
I wonder if... That's the reason.
Ernaikse ja toigen quachesa de elodeis, samermila, mach de wegander.
Jesus.
You have a strange stare, Renaikse. Leave me alone.
I'm questioning. Hey. These are the warrior clans. Maybe they'll talk to us. I'm assuming that if I know enough people, they'll finally do something about me. Get some action. You stood. You.
Birtir to Madre Naikse.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
We're getting somewhere. We're getting
somewhere. If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gicane.
Really?
I never heard
It is
that.
possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
Ask her about their belief. Ask her about the rituals.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warriors are so strong, but I don't have an answer. It is a secret of the Donegad. The rituals I know are made to celebrate nature, to honor and bring her blessings
So
upon
they're
us.
Wiccans?
Let's
But they love
try
men?
something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
Oh, answer.
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegad.
Definitely
Your
the mother,
turn.
because she's got that green shit on her face too. Ask her about it.
Could you tell me more about your beliefs?
What a strange question. I don't believe. I know. Nature is alive. A forest is like a village. Every river, every rock, every beast, the land itself, all
We're all
live,
bound together
all
by a
speak to
suspicious
us.
force.
In exchange for these gifts, we honor her, give her our dead. This is the way of things.
How
We
do you
do
give them the
everything in our power to protect her.
Like,
It was fun.
planting a body in
More
the
than
ground.
the woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
Hey, hey! Hey, I've still got more questions, lady. Come on.
Do you want something? Enough questions.
Son of a bitch. So there's some sort of, forgot what religious thing it is. Yep. You too.
You have a strange stare, Anaxa. Leave me alone.
Leave me be. Even your...
Can't you leave us alone?
Nope, not until I get answers.
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Where else? Pretty much talk to everyone. I'm gonna go back here because I think that was the Dronga or whatever they called it.
Leave us alone, Renaixai.
Hey,
We have had enough of all the foolish questions that never end.
Karans, do you need something?
Yeah, can you talk to them? No, I don't care about her father.
I must leave you. See you later.
I don't think I'm gonna get any more answers. Search the area. Maybe I should start looking at the rocks or something.
Do you want something? Enough questions.
Did I ask the wrong questions? That wasn't I listening? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you move.
Birtir to Mad, an Almanawi. What do you want?
You're different from the others. What is your role in the village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
Okay, let's go about the missionary. either going to be demons or missionaries. I can't. Missionaries,
Tell
you don't
me
wanna go
about the
up to someone and say,
missionaries
"Hey,
that came
you
here.
like demons."
Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong, said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
was
gonna keep
told
asking
that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
I wonder if the wild beasts are the demons they're talking about. Ask about
This
that.
question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
Oh no, he's gonna answer all my questions. This is cool.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a denegad. Even you. You should be able to tell that. Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us, and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
Hopefully we're done here. So you just need to leave them alone, by the sounds of it.
Anything new?
Let them pray to their dark god.
The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the Luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything, but someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
This fellow did not seem very honest to me. If he's hiding something from us, perhaps we can find out what it is by searching his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
Maybe we can get like, maybe you could do like a sexy dance like a hura, and that'll distract him. Let's save. Whatever this is, I don't want to break the pot. Maybe she can. Yeah. Continue the circle of life, lady.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game.
Yeah.
You really do.
If we could avoid the...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
Where the man? I know, but where the man's home is.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him, and he seemed... nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Donegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Donegad.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
Attempt to intimidate. No, I don't think intimidation's gonna work.
I really must go inside. I need to clarify something. If you can help us.
This request is strange.
Yes,
I know it is for
it.
you as well. But we must prove that the suspicions cast upon our village are not true. These people of Teleme will not give up their search without this.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet and very quick. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Distract him. Yeah, they're all some praying and such.
Oi! Toiges! Radayam Redit Quad!
Yeah, we're not doing it, we're just looking at what lovely pots you have. I'd be ashamed if someone smashed them. Just kidding. A little bit of looting always works.
This painting is frightening.
Damn right it
Evoking
is.
war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
It looks like the top of that mountain in the middle of this island. Yes. Hey.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit
looks
could
like
be
someone from the
venerated in this
continent.
way.
This is exactly the kind of proof we've been looking for. An evil cult, far from some naive veneration of nature and other island spirits.
The man that worships a magic lamp speaks of being naive. Oh, how it is charming.
Siora, I am sorry. What I really wanted to say was that...
Leave it, old man. I know exactly what it is you wanted to say.
Drama.
What a horrible mask. How can someone wear such a thing unless they're worshipping some dark creature?
I mean,
This is just a mask they wear in battle to
Yeah, I was about to
intimidate
say.
their enemies. Nothing more.
All these gruesome and bloody horrors leave no room for doubt. There is a demonic cult here.
alright, that
We
painting's
should go
demonic,
tell
but
Sister Ephesia.
that one may be a little bit fucked up, but the mask, eh, they all seem to be wearing some sort of masks. Like the guy at Eden's wearing a mask of similar nature, probably not that as many horns. Yeah, no, we didn't search into somebody's home.
Did you learn anything?
No, nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They
really. I
cannot
didn't see
perform
any
their heinous
blood.
pagan rituals in the village. And I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I fail to find where he goes. But you have already proven more competent than I.
Yep. I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him.
Luckily there's a camp up here. I can just rest. Save. Okay. Let's see how far they want me to go.
Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
My child, it's time to wake up. Our nervous friend is here.
Where did he go? He's running. But I'll sneak. See, I would have done the old, he looks behind you, but I guess because he's running. Just as I say it. He ran right through the bats. Son of a bitch.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
I'll start. Oh, this isn't good. Hold on, I need to give myself antidote. About to get fucking poisoned again. Yep, that wasn't silent.
May the shadows engulf our enemies.
No one heard a thing. Fucking shot a fucking musket rifle. And now I'm glowing, sort of. I lost him. Damn it.
Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door, made out of roots.
Oh, I'm about to sense a puzzle here. Wait, that's the tree. That's the fire. Face.
What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
Oh fuck. Something tells me that's what these are.
Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. The drawing on this stone represents lightning.
I should have fucking remembered what he was saying. What's this?
The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth.
Mountain fire. Is that wind?
This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? On this stone, the sun is visible.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the lightning one, because that hit first.
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
These fucking...
Tell us again exactly what you saw, my child.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and this stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death.
Oh, fuck, I wasn't listening. I didn't fucking let him finish. Stone.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind.
Lightning? Which one is this one? This is...
The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire.
This was fire.
I'm certain.
What the fuck is this? Wind?
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
Nope, okay, I know where that goes. So... Fire? Okay, that's life. That comes at the end. We've got death here. Water and fire look the same on this one. Oh, no it doesn't. I guess that's more water than anything. And then life.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Safe there, because I'm not doing that all over again. Doesn't seem to be that demonic yet. Like, pagan, yes. Evil? No, I don't know if it's evil or not. About to find out though.
Quiet!
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi cadem tayentis olarabeni a ol slai. Vanquasa
Blood
kingdom
magic
fra
are
dem
evil.
adigalem. Linquid winterbos og galansani. Togon den nis gremo snigawi. Renkasie krimaderem denegao edent. Klos duis. Arujekt nes diri.
Lois des Raman Ades Gideon, Arenta.
Yep, I know exactly what they're saying.
Esfarnu Fradi.
Preach it, sister.
Damadengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esfarnu Fradi, Dawid Gaishidon. Agesparnu Fradi, Dawid Gremo Semagui.
And 0G. Let's leave. Are they about to fucking attack my fucking gateway?
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
That was pretty fucked up, actually. I've killed all these beds, so I don't need like their essences. So I can craft. So I think that is a bat. It's a bat. Bye bye. Alright, I'm gonna go for a break. I'll be back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, I'm back. Take out these villagers. Jeez, damn fucking dogs. I can't remember if I saved, but if not, I'm just gonna do it now. Hold on.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, talk to the
What do you seek?
leader. Speak about the
We found your sanctuary.
Mic off.
And assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. I hoped you'd be able to explain what they were trying to achieve. As you
Mic
can
on.
see, my companion is not a Renaigse like the others. He bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoigsi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
Cool. Fuck yeah! Even better. What do I get? I've only got points. I need 3 for that one. And I think I need this side as well. I think I'll save it. I will save that point. Okay, what now? Face to face with the demon. What are these side missions? I don't have any other side missions. I'll do them. Which one do I want to do? Which one do I want to do? I don't think I'm strong enough to go into that swamp yet. The times I've been there, the swamp, the monsters just seem to be freaking that much harder. So I'm gonna do cool, I've got a sacred mask. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one, then probably that one next. Mystery of the Ancient. Unless I get some side quests, which I'd like to do side quests more than the regular ones. What's this? Oh, fuck. Oh, that'd be the ritual. Father Ignatius. What a name. There's a traveling globe here, I'll use that. Dosaday, Legate of the Merchants. I like saying the name. Dosaday. Yeah, let's do some breaking down. Okay, I'm gonna go by quality and say anything below 60. It's gonna get fucking smashed to pieces. I guess I could, nah, get rid of it all. I don't want to lose some of these ones because some of them have got stuff I want. Get rid of this. That can go. Stay. Stay. Excuse me? I might actually be able to give that to someone. I might try that one. These can all come. Oh, I might actually check it. Just check the gloves. 60 position. I don't know. I don't think anyone's got full willpower. So, let's do the tedious task of actually figuring out who's got who, what. Yeah, I should be good. Start with Kurt. Thinking, I don't know why he's got that on. He's got a good helmet already, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't think he can actually wear the amulet that I've got. His armor's great. Well, it's purple, so it should be great. Footwear. Okay, should be good. Vasco. Vasco should be good. Gun. Give him this regular pistol. Shoes. Boots. Gloves, good. Let him keep that, because that's the Nort's kind of shirt. Nope. I don't want to give him that. Yeah, it's probably better if he uses that one, but I want him to look like a Nort at least. It's more cosmetic. Do you last because you're heavy? I think she's only got like willpower. Not that she doesn't have the big willpower. She really only can wear that. Gloves don't matter. Boots. And then we'll end up with you. Fucking ring. Hold on, 2.8 helmet. Where the fucking one that gives you more armor? Yep. Yeah, that armor's still better than the others. Though, I wonder. I wonder if I give him that. It'll level up. I'm gonna leave it. How the hell do you... Oh no, I think I gave that to him. Yeah. Everything else gets broken down. Recycle. clean all this. Yep, we get rid of this. Pure, I wanted that obsidian. I would have liked to have had that obsidian shop. Yeah. Yep, okay. I'm gonna get rid of that one too. The rest is just junk. Oh, I want to keep those comfortable vests. Oh well. Too late now. It just occurred to me I could have just sold them for gold. Son of a bitch. We're done with all that. Let's continue. Actually, I want to compose my thing for this. Looking at ancient ruins. Sure, ancient ruins. Honestly, those two would probably be the best. Might actually take. Nice to get extra charisma, get craftsmanship from him. I'm actually gonna take Vesco. I want that intuition bonus. Yeah, light blade with range, Vesco's. Protection. No, I'm gonna take Kurt. I want that extra armor. Let's go. If I do find a craft table, I might actually use it, because I should have 3 if Kurt's got to give me an extra bonus of craft. Nope, okay. No, he's giving me an extra bonus on 1.
Battery low.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Ask about the ruins.
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagace?
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
Has she got anything else? Nah, no, she doesn't really.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Let's see where are we off to. Okay, I'm gonna run there. Should we run across here? Look at that, easy. Is that? They're not quests. Doorway Fury. Nope, I'm going to save my 10 gold. Let's get some hawthorn just in case I want to do some craft. Not crafting, some science. Couldn't get my sword out in time. Yep, I'm leaving the area. I actually think I've been here before. Son of a bitch. We're off. Nothing to see here. Actually, I could have sold them some goods. So should have sold the junk. That's just whatever.
Up there. This is Deidre, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
Lady Morange said the ruins would be around here. She must have been talking about Deidre.
Should be up here. I've already been here before, but search up. If you've watched
This is some unusual custom.
shows,
Greetings, my lord.
previous parts.
It's a real pleasure
I've
to have
already
a
been here.
customer such as yourself. How may I help you?
Sell. I just want to sell the junk and then go. Bother me anymore.
Thank you. It was a
And I've
pleasure.
already checked the cave and I didn't find an entrance.
Here's the entrance to the mine. It may be worth talking to the villagers.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me?
You aren't the first. I've nothing to tell you. There must have been a path. It's certainly the iron ore. Do you need anything else?
What can you tell me about the route?
You aren't the first. I've nothing. There must have It's certainly the iron ore. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. Centuries old. But those tunnels are full of riches. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. What more could we ask for? Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the tunnels, we'd be too few. But the time will come when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks. We won't be alone for much longer.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not gonna be here for much longer. Oh, because they're gonna leave. Duh. Fucking idiot. Yeah, good digging. Yeah, you're getting to the bottom of things there. I like the into the old mines. Find a way to the plateau. It's not even that dark to use it, but there's a second.
Hello, you lost? No. It's just that we rarely get visit.
What can you tell me about the...
Not a great deal.
To my knowledge, no one. There were some officials from the sub when they saw they couldn't easily climb. There must have been a path that caved in. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the...
It's ancient work. The natives must have dug it out a long time. And even if it is strange work, we're trying to risk. But the tunnels are very... We did explore. Anything else?
If I got this right, this...
Yes. For the time, hopefully. Anything else?
Nope. Oh, that's
I'll
right.
leave
There
you
were
to
like
it then.
cracks I couldn't
Until
get
we
through.
meet again.
Needed intuition, and there's like another one where you needed science. Put that away, Dosate. Fucking embarrassing yourself. The ladder. Just slide down. Son of a bitch, slide. See, right click takes away the map. And every time I try to move the map, I right click it. Fucking hit the fucker! Oh, fuck, he would have fucking nailed the shit out of me. Go through anyway this way. What's this? I know what. Some more iron. Pure iron. Better. Other than material. It's a useless place. Let's climb up this ladder. I kinda know where to go anyway, so it should be alright. No, there's one place with a crack in it. You need to like this is a science. I have no idea where this leads. But it's treasure. Ooh, an elegant tricorn. I haven't been here in a while, so this is all ancient stuff. We're on second floor. Sweet. Somewhere in between there. Take that marker off, jeez. Horrors are here waiting for us. Don't fall. Bye. Beasts. They look like those frickin' bear dogs, so it should be alright. I should be able to take them. This is... God, it had a cool coloring and all. She must have found a way back up. I'm gonna turn off my light here. Yeah, that's a lot going up that way. Okay. Need to find a way to get there-ish. No, but that's the gateway that leads back down into the mine area, the front mine area. And in I might actually have to defeat these beasts. actually nowhere else to go. These ancient people left the crafting table here. Okay, I want to get back to. I know I've already saved. But I want to get rid of those freaking bears. I'm gonna call them a bear. They might be too powerful for me. I don't know what the level is like. They don't give me like a ability to like scan or insight or whatever. I think that might be intuition. It just gives me a little like red dot in the eye. Attack! Okay, what are you doing? What are you facing? Jen took them all out in one go. Surprise, and a super surprise attack. Yeah, me and Kurt, he didn't take them all out, you son of a bitch, Kurt. Yeah, I just have one more ability than he is, and that's just to be able to roll. Gotta dodge. This gate from this side.
A gate. We must find out how to open it.
Well, we're on the other side, Kurt, so we can't exactly get there right now. Just gonna have to come go the way we came. I didn't even see it right there. I just saw, hey, open it. Okay.
Things are about to get dicey.
I like how we just left the biggest fucking bit don't even know what I'm gonna do with all these things. Okay. Up. That's where I'm gonna use that poison once more. Oh crap. Yep, cool. Just putting down windows, I was hoping I didn't just come out of Streamlabs. Yeah! We found a way and we can attack them. Alright, there's probably a guardian in here that's gonna kill me over and over again. So ancient, so old. What wonders. Yep.
Finally.
Yep. There's gonna be a freaking guardian here.
Here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
And she was right.
There's a campsite here.
These do not resemble native constructions at all.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Yeah, no, I just fucking tanked your fucking balls. Got my anti-furry armor. What wonders will we find here? Was man meant to find it? Or is it doom? No, we're gonna fucking attack these bats. Fucking poison, bitch. Got you, motherfuckers. I need to remind myself I need to get an antidote. Can I see something? This. Oh, rusty key. What wonders will we find with such an item? Such a relic. So this building's a congregation. It must be like medieval because we're in Renaissance. Oh, I don't want to keep fighting bats. Why is the bats? Oh. Yeah, I can fucking dodge too, you know, you bastards. What else have we got? Where to you two? Yep. What I see there? What do I see there? Take out the Guardian. Lucky I bought Kurt. Oh!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Yeah, keep getting it, good! See you bastards. Okay, you can't actually hit it, you gotta wait for it to come back up.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Nothing to do about against that. Yes! Defeat these things in one shot now. Piece of pearl from Prince of the Sea. I wonder if I kept all these. Something tells me I should go keeping that. It's a cool sword, too bad I don't need it. I'm gonna go back to camp and put that pearl into the chest. I know I didn't keep all those pearls. I kept the horn, the Frost King. takes another fucking guardian. That's what the guardian is. I think they call it a guardian. I can't remember. Rust gold key. There is a question though of what those those bear-like things, what they actually eat. There's not much meat you can get around here. It's telling me to search. You know, if you flip that thing over, we might be able to see the writing. Searching for stuff. Come on. There we go. We've got something here. Something's going on. We got another rusted key. Except for the view from these ruins really is outstanding. I managed to observe one of those magnificent creatures who live on the sea's shore without it noticing me. The shell of the Nogdog Gladaman seems to be as robust as a crab shell. And what a surprise it was to see that, despite its sheer size, it was capable of hiding in the ground in an instant, disappearing from my sight only to reappear further away. We have seen much to learn from these noble creatures. It is easy, and I'm just fucking mowing them down. I suppose they must be called Gladman. Glade. Ah, you too. Chest. Good luck picking. Fuck yeah. Ancient seals. We're gonna. Bears a coat of arms. The congregation. Congregation's been here before.
This seal. I know the insignia. Even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What you're seeing doesn't seem to please you.
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal.
Mic off.
Let's continue to dig. I need to know more. I need to understand.
Mic on.
Maybe the congregation started here and they moved to the continent. Excuse me. Actually, they are merchants. They would be able to travel. They would have had to have traveled. Chest. I towed a freaking lock. Our position on the island is becoming impossible to hold despite our best efforts. In the main battles we have won, we are losing more and more ground. These savages are formidable opponents. The roots seem to obey them, and they are. Ooh, that's someone calling me. Hold on.
Mic off.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. Someone was asking for help. I'm reading this. Our position on the island is becoming formidable. The routes seem to be... Yeah. The creatures are approaching and we are incapable of facing them. The lords are already preparing to board the ships that the Nort had stationed here. We're going to die here, stomped by some giant raging monster. Yeah, alright. Basically, congregation was here, and then they were fought off by the locals.
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Norts, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape. The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. I don't think we'll learn anything else here. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turned to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain.
Goes to show that times change. To think that you were once conquerors.
Well, they are merchants.
You're gonna have to pay me more for protection. If it comes out, there will be those who see red.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
Yeah, well, this is gonna suck. This is Constantine. Oh, I didn't lose any health, so that's good. Let's see. We've got. Yeah, that's pretty actually. Yeah, that's something. You've already taken that skill point. Yeah, back. That is indeed something. I'll keep going around on this one. But why didn't the hold on? Why didn't the Norts know anything about this? Surely they've been here before. No, I'm gonna take Kurt for this talk. Because the Norts are involved in this as well. Even if it is slightly. Top. Give fucking Constantine here. The report.
Cousin! You have returned! How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
I know there are fucking assassins here. From the guard.
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
No.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
So he's got the Melicor, those fucking that ghost battalion or whatever it was. It's poisoning. Some of them may have gotten out. And we're dealing with the coin guard as well. Same mission. Talk to I'm gonna bring Vasquez. Because yeah, it's nice to have somebody who knows something.
Come closer, good people. Make your...
Nope. No. Come on, man. I'm just fix some helmet. Oh yeah, she's gonna love talking to us again.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Speak about the first colony.
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
Yep.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. It'd be annoying, but I kind of like the little intrigue that's going on here. Up and over. Where are you? Where are you fucking... Does he get upstairs? No one should go upstairs, that's mine. That's my area. This is where I get to wait for people to talk to me. Out of the way. Out of the fucking way.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Ask him about the North problem in San Mateus.
What was your role at my uncle's court?
Already asked him this
No,
question.
Teleme. I tried to teach that you was.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Fuck that shit.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
We'll leave Ciara here and take Patrice. First goes a north so he can come. Done nothing, so let's just keep going. That doesn't sound like English. Alright, let's go. It's alright, I like it or not, I get to kill people. I have to get like the Naut uniform out.
Come closer. Don't hesitate.
No, fuck off.
All of our products
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your Admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your Admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared. And I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Question Bishop Demetrius. Yeah, it's Demetrius. Fuck would he be though? Should he be in his... I cannot believe this. It's a fucking dead end! Dead end! Can't climb that. Yep, the congregation, you know, is happy. I'm here for the Inquisitor. Look at you, son of a
do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah. The congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the
Mic
port.
off.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature. Just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the Blood Plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Okay. Another freaking one where we're another quest where we're just running back and forth, back and forth. Investigate the machine orders. No burnings today, is he? Guy here, personally, to speak to.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere. And they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Nauts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
Son?
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naut's secrets.
I wonder if I can get on that boat. If I was not, I'd leave my secrets on that boat. Not going on the boat. Let's see.
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Nauts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, They'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
At least we're not going back and forth, we're going like A, B, C, D. That's all the North stuff. We kind of care about the North secret though, because they're keeping one from us. That surely they would know.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act, and launch the grand purification of the Norts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Norts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone.
I cannot believe that these lunatics dared capture some of my brothers to interrogate them. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, it gives me shivers.
This is about the coin. Wait, hold on. I might be able to just walk right through. I think, yeah, I'm wearing coin guard gear. I might actually just let me walk right through.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Norts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nort's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
I think what I'm gonna do is go back to the residence and then grab the note clothes. The Nord clothes. So I don't have to do all this sneaking around. Or I could just do this. You can't just get it off him. Curses. So I'll go back to the residence, pick up the Nord clothes, and then we can probably just do it easily. I'm wondering whether or not I should get Kurt. Because now the coin guard are involved. Tell me I still have Nord gear. I do. This is great. This is excellent. No, I should leave it like this. I am going to leave it like this. No, you know what I'm gonna go bring Kurt. No. I'm like back and forth, I can't decide on which part I want to bring. Right there, I'll take this. I thought this was a way. It wasn't. Paint. I mean, clean coin. What's the point of leaving that tree there? I'm gonna take the Nords out first. So I am gonna go get Kurt and get the Nords out first and then come back. Put my other clothes back on because that should be coin guard stuff. Yep. So it should be free to just walk around in there. No, I'm not dealing with the coin tavern, I want the other one. Hello?
Here comes our pay, boys!
Throwing magic at me. Take through a couple of their shots too. Silver bracelet. Alright. Coins guard.
Greetings. Quartermaster.
Desade.
Nice to meet you. And what can I do?
thought
That will be all.
We've been able to just like get the fuck out of here. Nope. It's all empty down here. Don't know why that music's on.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
Breakthrough. I can bribe him.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Wrong room. I do want to look at what the Nords are up to, though. Tank as many shots as I like with this on if we get captured. It'll get me through the Nords area. Oh, fuck, why the fuck can't I get my mouse? Oh, no, my mouse isn't fucking working. Yes, I know there's treasures there, but busy. Hello, I'm a Nord just like you. Exactly like you, I'm an Nord. It's up top. That where it is, it's up top. Hello. Apparently it's downstairs, but... The attention of the Nord in charge of guarding the warehouse. It is crucial that a number of guards patrolling the sensitive warehouse be double. Inquisitors in disguise were spotted in the area. They must be attempting to get inside. So, exercise caution and make sure not to let anyone inside these warehouses. Only the Nords are allowed inside. The secret must be protected.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Nords are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Can't get through that door. Come out the way I came. Okay. It's way over there. Let's craft into inside this box. Okay, the hangar seems to be around up back there. I'm gonna take shut this. Keep moving around. Like, I'm pretty sure the Nords haven't got anything that big. Hello. Hello, fellow Nord. So there's a back way. Treasures. Yes, I do have one. Look, one. And yep. Same as always. Please have the dolphin cry of the trident repaired as quickly as possible. Also make sure to replace the barometer. The one on board is not as precise as it should be. The crew was not able to steer clear of the storm in time, which cost us a sail. And be discreet, the Inquisitors are watching Admiral Cabral. I wonder if this...
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
So I got, yeah, the fucking reason why they're doing shit is so they can navigate.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that, it looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's what this is.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Nort's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Yeah. I see no reason to reveal it, to be honest.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
That's pretty cool. Oh, fuck. I broke my leg. Yeah, I suspected as much. It's like just the Nords using shit to freaking navigate their way through freaking the high seas. Whoop. What am I doing here? No, I'm gonna head back to the residence. Get fucking McFarther douchebag. Where are you? There you are. I'm actually gonna leave Vasco here. It doesn't appear that I've done all the Nord stuff. Here we are again in this fool's house. Okay, there's a torture room back here. Come on, we know there's stuff in here. I know there's a torture room. Oh fuck!
Protect me in this battle.
Let's see if you know how to use
that
your
fucking,
weapon.
I don't know why that scared me. I don't know why that fucking freaked me the fuck out, but it did. Of the North will begin as soon as those we have in our jail will have confessed. We'll have enough proof then to convince the Mother Cardinal to let us act. It is high time we eliminate those heretics who have been allowed to circulate our city.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
I'm gonna get fast because Kurt's pretty much helpful. Swap in, swap out. And swap. Yeah. Sorry, I just got thought of what we're gonna have some food. What is that? It's fucking fur. Okay, up and around. Say for yourself.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Field of discovery in the reserve. The discoveries in the reserve. Now, speak of the project. Took the port.
I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naught building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Naughts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Naughts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Naughts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Yeah. Is there a quick... we're gonna talk to this woman, and then I think I'll probably end it there because we are nearing the third hour. Let's see, good girl there. Seeing as I'm heading back to the residence, might look up what's her name, Ciara. Swap. Quit travel. Hopefully won't have to go that far. And on we go.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants.
Wow.
Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. the magic of the natives of Tir Fradee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating.
Years to get back.
Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear.
I not?
And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
No, I'm shocked.
I need to be going. Until we meet again.
I'm a native.
I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I understand you may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Alright, yeah. Hold it up there. Alright, it could be half native. You filthy fucks, get off my island! Get off! You fucking assholes, cunt! Damn fucking filthy colonists, get off! Get off my fucking island! You two, get off there! No! Those filthy... Filthy continental. You fucking Ragnar.
Come closer, good
Piss off, you fucking filthy Ragnar. Take your shit back to the continent. Piss off. Through, I am a true son of this island. Piss off. This is my door. Get out. Get out. So,
Cousin,
I should say.
You couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine.
He's having a fucking
There's a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die. Like your mother. And the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together.
No, send him back to the island.
Out! Everyone out! It's an order!
Yeah, we're gonna gay sex.
Thank you.
No, kidding.
Cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid.
Dude, just settle down. You're shaking now.
I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please,
You might
please,
just say now.
whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
No.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood.
My God.
Fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine.
Mike off.
Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us.
Mike on.
No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us.
Going on?
We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Alright, so much for that. Okay, he's got heavy armor. It's like protection, he also knows how to handle it. I kinda like having a At least one of the magic users.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Which one do I do? Which one do I do? Has to be insurance. And this one because I want to get to that healing magic. Go up. Let's go down.
Lord de Cossillon! The coin guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Hello.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Would have been better with a shorter sword. Yep. I should have stasis magic. Bind. See what that'll do. Let's keep moving. What are you gonna do about them?
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Let's see what you're capable of.
Just fucking shotgunning our way through. That was a fucking pistol. Just look at that later. Maybe when I use stasis, I should use it like in this mode. Nope. That's the way to the cellar.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, hopefully there's like a back door. You're a fucking get away! Yeah, I'm kind of happy I picked up that stasis magic. This should be the way to the cellar. More coin guard down here somewhere. Most likely gotta fucking fight my way through everything.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Got him. Obviously, dude, because we just fucking massacred you. You know, I haven't seen horses about, so...
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
The question is, who do I go first? Do I go to the Bridge Alliance or go after the Ptolemy? I do know I want to go after that woman, the Madame.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
Multiple barrel pistol. Alright, I'm gonna just take a. I'll be back. I'll be back. I actually want to do this.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright. Where to go first? Warn the two governors. Alright, I'm gonna go to Hemet first. Oh no, yeah, the... Oh, that's actually loud. Oh, I need to turn down my thing. Alright. Dude, this is fucking cool.
One armor that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
Close to his
Things are about to get
you back.
dicey.
I've got armor, you don't. I'm actually getting good gear out of these lot. Let me out, you fucker.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who
Cost your
said
life
that?
now.
The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
Go! Go! No, this needs to be 100%
If it's a question
off.
of money, how much did they promise you?
A lot, my lord.
You should be ashamed of your cupidity. Here, this should do it. Well?
I don't want to risk the charisma, even if it is a 75%
Your Excellency
chance.
is extremely generous. I should leave immediately.
I'm gonna fucking burn. Oh, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die here. did I hear?
Things are about to get dicey.
You will regret ever going against the guard.
Come on, I'll pitch you.
Yep. Alright, I gotta go around. Because there's no way I'm gonna beat them. Gotta go around the coin guard area. I should have known better, but that's cool. Yeah, this game, like, oh, yeah, there are little things this game does that are pretty cool. Luckily, we can go this way. Nope, no time for looting. Because, yeah, it makes sense that, hey, there wouldn't be...
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
Okay, I believe that I'm wearing Coins Guard stuff. That's pretty cool. It is indeed much better than what I've got on. Yeah, he's got pretty good too. Oh, we've got the same on. Oh, excuse me. Should be able to get to the scaffolding somewhere around here. Arrest the coin lieutenants into the coin. Wouldn't mind trying to get the coin lieutenants. Nah, screw it.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but this is a special night. My orders are not to let anyone...
Yeah, I know.
What if I paid you a supplement for your good services?
Very well, you can come in.
Who's fucking rendering?
I hope I won't be in trouble.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
Damn it, if I had Veskis here, I could reason with them.
Kurt?
The real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself, who for his personal advancement would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle, cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders? What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
How about you just stay right there for a second? Get him, Kurt! Get him! Where else would I be?
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the governor Constantin d'Orsay.
Yes, convince him.
Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Scaffolding. I know I can climb through that thing. At least I think I can. There it is. Got it. There it was. Actually, am I friends with her? Just. Yeah, I'll work it out later. Thought we were in battle, but no. Recruits.
Wait a minute. What's that savage doing here? What do you think you're doing? Lay down your arms and surrender.
That's not happening.
I think I know what happened. I'm gonna see if I can get back to residence. Pick up Veske, put him in coin guard clothes, and then can I put her in coin guard clothes? That's not. Not really. It doesn't look like it needs like insurance of some sort. she's not dressed. She's dressed not in the right clothes, so to speak. So I'm going to try and get Vasquez or someone who can wear the coin guard clothes. Surely, what's his name can? He can. Thinking, who do I take? No, Vasquez, I know why. So I can get that, intuition? Sierra. Yeah, nice, but no, not friendly. Friendly, nice. Hopefully that'll do something. Not actually proper helmet, seeing as he looks. See if I can give him like better stuff. No, I want that helmet. Yeah, that scimitar's still the best weapon he's got. What does that do? Okay, yeah, that is the best sword. Oh, let me sort myself out. I want that. Give me this. And I want that helmet. I want that helmet. Any other necklace? Small necklace. So to get a little cool stuff. Should have a better pistol for him. Yep. It doesn't matter, looks good. And the Kurt should be fine. Really shouldn't be anything from him. I just like the idea of him just carrying around that fucking. Yeah, I know I'm constantly saving a lot. Yeah. The shiny head of Dusty. Legate of the Congregation of Merchants. Not that way. Hopefully this works. Hello, nothing to see here.
Soldiers!
Captain!
We have a message for the commander. Where is your instructor?
They are both in the officers' hall, Captain. On the other side of the landing, on this floor.
Very well. At ease, soldier.
This way. Where's the coin? Oh yeah, I want the coin guard. it? Just keep going across, so that way. This door.
What are you doing here, recruits? Return to your barracks. You have your orders.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but I'm afraid we cannot follow those orders. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary.
Yeah.
And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Whoa, whoa.
To my help! And death to the others! A bit of cold. Move away! Things are about to get messy!
Well, I guess he didn't want to talk. Cut. No, Cut's over there somewhere. There's a Vescos. Vesco. There.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Yeah, we will. Commander, we have carefully followed your instructions. If the operations were to fail, an escort will be waiting for you outside the barracks to take you safely to the docks where the Nord ship we've asked for will be willing on departure.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Luckily, we got a Nord with us. I suggest we go out the way we came. I think that's how we're gonna do it.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
Let's get the Nord dressed up as a Nord again. Probably want that Nord looking like help. The Nord's help. Get in on that ship. I think something broke.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
The Sade, legate of the merchant congregation. And I'm sure you know my companion.
Vasco. Oh, do not worry. The seahorse is in good hands.
I'm sure, Reuben.
What brings you here?
That'll be all, Captain.
The fuck do I go? Do I just wait there and hope he shows up? Is this a broken quest now?
Desarde, what can I...
I need to be going.
I think I'm on a broken quest now. Ships here. So I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm here. I'm thinking about restarting. I don't know what the fuck they want me to do here. So there's the coin guard. There's a trigger I'm not triggering. Something happened. Something is happening. Something's not happening, that's the problem.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
I don't know what to do.
You'll find all you need.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Did I not set off a trigger I was supposed to? No.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of!
Hey, I've got that sword.
You
Come here, you pathetic dog!
Shoot it!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Whew.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh shit.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window.
That was quick.
Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
Yeah.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it here. There's a nice little rush at the end. Don't forget to wash your hands.